Hi there, greeting you warmly. Do you hear these bells outside? I live close to the church. If you do, it fits perfectly the topic of today. I'm very honored that someone even asked me this question. What do I think about apocalyptic times and when the apocalypse will happen? And what about the days of the darkness? Seriously, who cares what I think? And does it is even important what I think about it, about apocalyptic times. So I feel very honored for these questions. But what I think is more interesting are the questions about apocalyptic times and days of the darkness. There is a lot of people, messiah, clairvoyants, psychics, that telling you all the stories from month to month. There is a new terrific story, crazy, or about the end of the world, scary. And then people have imagination and they draw also from the past predictions that are there in the history, and they are like from Nostradamus, one of my favorite, by the way. So when I get these phone calls, when the apocalypse will happen, and please check in your cards, I won't. But what I'm answering to those questions is apocalypse. It happened already last Friday. Didn't you see that? And if the person catches my joke, I continue, because some people don't. Then I ask, but don't worry. If you didn't realize that, there's always next Wednesday. It's going to happen again. So the entertainment won't avoid you. I didn't say that right. The entertainment will be there for you. Probably that's a better way of saying it. So all these questions about also days of the darkness, I have this synchronicity recently because I actually have days of the darkness. Right now, my apartment lost the electricity. Sure, from the outside, I, stick myself to some source of electricity. Of course, I'm joking, I'm not. I have additional source right now, but there is no Hausmeister right now. He went for the holidays till the end of the month, and the service won't come due to the corona. So I'm on my own. So I have my days of darkness right now. I don't have to wait till December, as some people say it will happen. This is how it is. But why I'm saying that, it's what we are focusing these days about, because what is the most important is to take care of ourselves and our closest community and people, the loved ones we care for. And how many people you really, really can take care of. Someone smart said that these are 7, 8, or 10 maximum people in your life that you can truly, honestly take care of. And if you have, as some people told me, like thousands of friends, like really great friends, deep friends, then I say, well, then you don't really are able to care for anybody, because we are not capable of deeply caring for someone. We have maybe love, and we send love, we emanate love, but this is something different. And what we a lot of us, what are we focusing right now, is to take care of our own well-being in order to help our close ones, so we can be well in approaching months now. And what's going to happen? There won't be apocalypse. Yeah, okay, I said that. If there will be apocalypse, there is really nothing to worry about, because it's just going to be one click and you won't even notice. That's for sure. So these kind of apocalypse, like from my dreams, like reset, probably won't happen. Of course, there's always 1% of chance for everything, so I'm not excluding anything here. So I think the most important is to find yourself, because we are lost in everything what's happening and what's happening internet and the misinformation, deep fake videos. Sometimes we are not able sometimes to say what's true, what's not true, and we are occupied and other people are occupying us by information, not only information, but I personally don't like these chains. Please don't send me those chains. I got another one today, and like please think before you send. Why? Because for some people, it's not you. Maybe for some people you know about. Someone sent me the chain about an angel that from now on, if you send this to 10 people, or I don't know how many, for next years, the guardian angel will take care of you. So I'm thinking, what about now? What happened before? Where was my guardian angel before? Was he fishing or what? So I had no one, and why only for 8 years? So see, so those kind of questions, and if you have thoughts, if you have questions, they will stop you from doing things like that, because it also takes energy to even send it forward. And come on, 10 people, that takes some 5 minutes. You can rest for 5 minutes or just focus and meditate and connect actually to your guardian angel. So these sort of things are happening, and a lot more is happening. And like long time ago, I was exhibiting my paintings in Poland, and there are those spiritual not mass, sorry for saying, it's called markets of spirituality and so on, and it's esoteric, and I was selling my paintings and I was reading runes that time. And what was going on there, I promised myself to never ever go back there, because so-called conscious people, probably they like to experiment, first of all. And what was happening, it was fights on energy, sort of. So I noticed, I was observing peculiar things, like two people fighting, telling them some stories from what planet they are, what planet is worse, what is best. And you don't want to walk the same stairs, you just take another road. There was some jealousy going on. I had a partner that time, so one of the women that claimed she was a witch, she make a good attempt to burn my stand with paintings, and other people helped me with that, so nothing got burned except of one curtain, which was, by the way, my partner's curtain. Sorry for that. And so things like that. And of course, she did it the way that it's more magic. I have no idea. And there was a people who were astral traveling. There was one man who claimed he was astral traveling, and he was trying to convince everyone passing by to read his books and astral travel with him. But they have to eat a lot before they sleep, so they can really well lose the body and basically go to those dimensions forever, as he was planning to do so. So I hope it's very well understood what he meant. But so sort of things, or bioenergotherapists who were running after people with hands and claiming like, come on, I heal you. I say, you're gonna heal me from money or what? And like, please take away your hands from me. And if you don't follow them, they send you some negative thoughts or whatever. And I'm not saying that a lot of products on these sort of markets are very good, and I also was always liking to go there to get some good quality things, because there are people who really have extraordinary products. They do it, they craft with their own hands, with their own heart. And I had also a wand there, and there was also a fight on energies. So it looked like it was like a scene from Harry Potter, like that. And people were staring, and with their eyes like that, and creating that sort of a energetical tension. And everyone was surrounding them And that time, one of these fighters was my partner. So I said, so that wand will be mine, right? And it was. So I still have that wand, and it served me well for another purpose, for another project. But if someone likes those kind of things and they are really beautiful and you like sort of a decoration or use it for your own purposes, for me it's a little bit harder because I rather work with my hands rather than project some sort of energy through the crystal, through wand, and you have to put something in it, and there's a lot of complications going on. So I like things simple. But anyway, I was very much relieved that time to leave and take my train back to Warsaw. I was living in Poland, and I was like, oh my God, finally I go home. But then another psychic got into the a train with me. He looked at me like this and said, so what, you Egyptian priestess? I say, what? I'm going home. So that's what, you see, those sort of things. People who are on the road of exploring things, they have all these traps. And if you're not careful, you may also take some unwanted guest home. I'm not talking about a psychic man. I'm talking about something astral, in an astral plane. So it may happen, that happened to me. And for those who are sensitive to leaving the body or astral travel or being conscious while you're dreaming, have a lucid dreaming, someone, actually that witch, so-called witch, sent me the astral form of a dog. It was very peculiar, and I'm not going to say anyone what to do, but these sort of things can happen. So just please be cautious where you're going, with whom you are interacting, and so on in this matter. And since I am doing the readings, my tarot readings, my runes readings are looking completely different. So if you're looking for apocalyptic predictions, you may be very disappointed with me. And so this is anti-promotion. I don't do that. First of all, because there's a lot of lines of energy, and if you want something created, your mind, you create some things. You are the master of it, and you shouldn't give it to cards to tell you what to do. And these are only the tendencies if you don't do anything, and if no one else is going to be an obstacle on your way in order to achieve something. So that's why. But recently I also had this sort of things, and when it's happening, and it is happening, someone wants to know how to dress next year in June, for example, for the ceremony of something, and this is so much forward. And always when these things, when you ask yourself these kind of questions, they are important. I get you, I'm not laughing at that, I get you. But the question is, because we have times that we as women, we don't go maybe anywhere, so we just need to dress. So dress now. Don't wait till June next year. If your subconscious mind needs that right now, put something nice just to comfort yourself. So I understand where this is coming from. Some of the people were asking about abortion, and this actually happened in the Polish version of the video, but just so you know, if you have this kind of questions, there is an interesting story when they touch such subjects as politics. Some of the people, of course, abortion, politics, they are very easy to assume something. I never said what I'm even thinking about it. I said I won't tell what I'm thinking about it because it's not important what I'm thinking about it. So there was a lot of questions and assumptions that what I'm thinking is wrong. So that's an interesting thing. what's happening when you are not giving your opinion, but when you are entering or just say something that you won't say about certain topic, people already make assumptions. Isn't it interesting? For me, it is. Just for those people who are troubled by the subject abortion and the soul, and when the soul is entering the body, I have this question because some people say, okay, it's a third month, it's not until the baby is born. I had a few experiences myself when the soul was around, and I experienced it's a decision of the mother, it's a decision of a woman, then the soul, and the soul can be not chased away, but in a nice form, it's possible to say goodbye to the soul. And that depends also on the circumstances. What I'm saying, it's not for everyone, it's not always. In most cases, women are not aware they can communicate with the soul before something will happen. So that's an important part here. I am mostly scared of those people who know everything for sure, and they are going to fight till death anyone who thinks differently. So, so if you hear something for sure, please verify that information. I think this is it for today. Stay well out there. Stay away from some of the markets and some of the people who are. It's not because people are bad, it's because people are in a certain phase in their consciousness or exploring things, and they want to try out things. And while we do understand that, it doesn't mean we want to stand in their ways sometimes. So this is it for today. Have a lovely day, inspiring day out there. Bye bye for now.